cross-chain sector explodes 30% as privacy coins surge following Tornado Cash sanctions removal. This is your AM Pulse for March 23rd. 6 minutes starts now. Bitcoin is holding steady at $84,000, up a modest 0.08% in the last 24 hours, while Ethereum reclaims the psychological $2,000 level, gaining 0.95%. Solana shows relative strength at $130, adding 1.37% amid significant ecosystem developments. The broader market sentiment remains cautious with the Fear and Greed Index at 30, firmly in fear territory despite selective sector strength. The headline story this cycle is the extraordinary sector divergence we're witnessing. The cross-chain sector has exploded with a remarkable 30% price surge, while privacy coins show renewed strength with 3.2% gains following a landmark regulatory development. Meanwhile, AI agents and derivative sectors have both reached 5.7% mindshare, their highest levels in months. This rotation suggests sophisticated positioning rather than broad-based buying as the market digests recent developments and anticipates potential narrative shifts. We're tracking the U.S. Treasury's landmark decision to remove Tornado Cash from its sanctions list, following court rulings that determined immutable smart contracts cannot be classified as property under federal law. Over 100 Ethereum addresses associated with Tornado Cash have been delisted from the specially designated Nationals list. The Torn token surged 40% on the news, leading privacy sector performance. This victory for privacy advocates comes after a November 2024 court ruling that deemed the Treasury had overstepped its authority. However, Roman Storm, one of Tornado Cash's founders, remains individually sanctioned with his criminal trial scheduled for July 2025. Meanwhile, ZetaChain has emerged as today's standout performer with a 58% price surge to 40 cents, reaching a market cap of $293 million on massive volume of $635 million. This cross-chain interoperability protocol recently added Solana support, becoming the first public Layer 1 to natively support decentralized applications spanning Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana ecosystems. The surge comes despite ZetaChain trading significantly below its February 2024 all-time high of $2.85. This explosive performance coincides with growing interest in cross-chain solutions as the market increasingly recognizes the importance of interoperability in a fragmented blockchain landscape. Adding to today's developments, MegaEth testnet has officially opened to users, positioning itself as the Ethereum world computer. 9 projects are already building on the testnet, with more expected to join. The platform demonstrates impressive performance with 20,000 transactions per second and 10 millisecond block times, representing a significant evolution in Ethereum's scaling ecosystem. The testnet successfully airdropped ETH to 190,000 wallets in just 15 seconds, showcasing its scalability potential as it aims to eventually reach 100,000 transactions per second with sub-millisecond latency. The cross-chain sector has delivered exceptional performance with 30% price action, significantly outpacing other sectors. ZetaChain's 58% surge to 40 cents on massive $635 million. Volume highlights growing demand for interoperability solutions that connect the increasingly fragmented blockchain landscape. This trend comes as Layer 1 dominance collapses to 27%, its lowest level in months, suggesting investors are seeking specialized exposure rather than broad Layer 1 platforms. The sector's strength indicates recognition that the future of blockchain is multi-chain, creating opportunities in projects that enable seamless communication between networks. ZetaChain's recent Deutsche Telekom partnership has boosted its institutional credibility despite trading 86% below its all-time high. Meanwhile, Wormhole has processed $54 billion in lifetime volume across more than 30 blockchains, with Ethereum remaining the primary source for bridge activities at approximately 50% of transactions. This explosive growth in bridge activity suggests increasing demand for seamless asset transfers between ecosystems. The trend coincides with growing interest in interoperability solutions as the market shifts from isolated ecosystems to connected networks. Projects focusing on cross-chain infrastructure and interoperability are well-positioned to benefit from this growing trend, which represents one of the most significant narrative shifts in recent months. Bitcoin is consolidating at $84,000 with positive funding rates, suggesting potential for continued upward momentum. The 4-hour chart shows Bitcoin maintaining strength above $83,700 support, with decreasing volume potentially signaling accumulation. Volume has decreased 5% to $37 billion in the last 24 hours, suggesting reduced trading activity as the market digests recent developments. The RSI at 51 indicates neutral conditions with a slight bullish bias. Bitcoin has maintained a wide weekly range of $81,200, $87,400, indicating high volatility despite the current consolidation pattern. Ethereum reclaims the psychological $2,000 barrier with positive funding rates creating potential for continued upward momentum. The Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio has improved to 0.024, showing signs of recovery after recent lows. Technical indicators suggest potential for a breakout if buying pressure can push Ethereum above the critical $2,050 resistance. The RSI at 54 indicates neutral conditions with room for further upside if momentum continues. Layer 2 mindshare has decreased to 4.5% from 6.1% yesterday, potentially signaling a rotation into other sectors like cross-chain and privacy. The privacy sector has shown remarkable resilience with 3.2% price action while major assets consolidate, coinciding with the Tornado Cash sanctions removal. This outperformance follows a recent U.S. court ruling that overturned sanctions on the protocol, viewed as a victory for privacy advocates. The sector's strength comes amid increasing concerns about financial surveillance and data protection, with privacy-focused solutions gaining traction among both retail and institutional users. Technical indicators suggest potential for continued outperformance, representing a shift toward defensive assets amid broader market uncertainty. All eyes will be on the sustainability of the cross-chain sector's explosive performance as it represents one of the most significant narrative shifts in recent months. ZetaChain's 58% surge has created significant momentum, but such explosive moves often require consolidation. Watch for potential profit-taking in the short term, but the fundamental thesis of increasing demand for interoperability solutions remains strong. This trend coincides with Layer 1 dominance dropping to 27%, suggesting a significant rotation away from general-purpose chains toward specialized solutions. The privacy sector warrants close attention following the U.S. Treasury's landmark decision to remove Tornado Cash from its sanctions list. This regulatory thaw creates significant opportunities for privacy-focused technologies as institutional investors reassess the sector's risk profile. Watch for potential spillover effects into other privacy-focused projects, as they may benefit from this improved regulatory environment. The combination of regulatory clarity and growing demand for privacy-preserving technologies could create a sustainable narrative shift for the sector. Market participants should also monitor the continued evolution of the AI agents narrative, which has reached 5.7% mind share, its highest level in months. This shift represents an evolution from speculative AI tokens to functioning agent applications that deliver real utility. The parallel growth in derivative sector mindshare suggests a convergence of these narratives, with AI potentially transforming complex financial operations. Projects integrating AI for trading, yield optimization, and portfolio management are gaining traction, with DeFi, AI plus DeFi, mindshare reaching 2%. Consider the extraordinary implications of the Tornado Cash sanctions removal for the privacy sector. This landmark decision represents a significant shift in regulatory approach to privacy technologies and could trigger broader interest in the sector. Focus on established privacy projects with proven technology and regulatory compliance strategies rather than speculative newcomers. The combination of regulatory clarity and growing demand for privacy-preserving technologies creates both defensive positioning and growth potential in an uncertain market environment. Monitor the explosive growth in the cross-chain sector, which highlights the increasing importance of interoperability in the fragmented blockchain landscape. ZetaChain's 58% surge demonstrates growing demand for solutions that connect previously isolated ecosystems. This trend coincides with Layer 1 dominance dropping to 27%, suggesting investors are seeking specialized exposure to interoperability solutions rather than broad Layer 1 platforms. The sector's strength indicates recognition that the future of blockchain is multi-chain, creating opportunities in projects that enable seamless communication between networks. Watch for continued evolution in the AI agents narrative, which has reached 5.7% mind share, its highest level in months. This shift represents an evolution from speculative AI tokens to functioning agent applications that deliver real utility.